My name is Susan Isabelle, and I live in Mount Shasta, California. Mount Shasta is 14,000 feet tall and is the home of the ancient Lemurians and many, many mysteries. In Mount Shasta, it is also the home of the two crystal skulls of the Maya that come together and actually form a child's heart. They each have a brain. They each have the ability to grow in size, to change color, to bring forth messages, and they are incredibly magical. So as we go forward from this day, I would like to first of all talk a little bit about the Maya prophecy. The Maya prophecies are that in 2012, that it would be the end of an age and perhaps the complete end of humanity, or the beginning of a whole new way of living. And I prefer to believe in the whole way of living completely. It is said that Itznama, son of the divine couple, gave to the earth 13 crystal skulls, and the skulls came from the divine blueprint, or the template that makes up all of creation. And they were to be held on the earth plane until the end of that time. It is as if the divine had a thought, and in that thought, all of creation existed. But that thought also needed to be held here on the material plane. And they took the form of 13 skulls. And at the end of the thought, or the dream, of the dreamer, the father, those 13 skulls would one day come together again. And when they came together, it would bring about and bring on the earth a whole new opportunity. As keeper of the heart of the Maya, as keeper of the heart and mind of the child, in Mount Shasta, I offer to people the opportunity for them to come to receive that template, to embody that template, and then bring it to wherever they live in the world, to hold that light and to hold that template there. Because as we grow closer and closer to the end time of 2012, more and more it is important for us to embody the ability to receive. And when we are adults, it is harder for us to learn the new tricks. But when we're a child, we're able to understand new concepts, to change our mind, to go with the flow, have complete unconditional love. We're able to grow. And it is that quality that we need within each one of us. The skulls are also very healing. They're healing of humanity. So if we hold at Mount Shasta, which is known as the mountain of transformation, it gives us the ability to transform. We are gathering together all over the earth, keepers of the skulls, bringing people into the individual energies of the skulls. And we are now, starting last year, in 2008, have begun to interconnect those energies throughout the globe. As we do that, a certain consciousness is beginning to form, a certain ability for us to tap in to that divine blueprint that was originally intended for humanity. And this is a picture of El Eliader and El Zara. El Eliader was received in May of 2000 from a village in Guatemala. I had done some work for the village people there and some healing work. And when they were healed, the village as a whole made a decision to give me the skull and sent a man into Belize with it to return it to me. And I say return it to me because I come from Atlantis. I have reincarnated here now at this time to pick up the skulls once again so that we can try here on the earth plane once again to bring forward a golden age onto the earth. And as I move them, you can begin to see the light move within the skulls. They each have all the sutures of the brain, all the markings, and at certain angles when the light hits, the brain actually expands inside the skull so you can see the entire brain. I didn't know that it had a second half until 4 years later, after going into Chichen Itza and doing some special work at the Temple of the Divine Mother, Ichal. So right after coming back from Chichen Itza and the relighting of the fires, I felt that something great had been and wonderful had happened for the earth, that even the heavens and those that live in the outer universes had paid attention to what was going on here at Earth, on planet Earth. Little did I know that within a couple days' time, the second part, the female part of El Eleator, his twin flame, would arrive. And on the day that I received her, she was completely covered with lime and pitted, and as you could see in the photograph, she's perfect now. She sparkles like a diamond. They are so beautiful together. But it didn't happen that way. When I first received her, I brought her home, put her in a box along with El Eleator, and I flew to New Hampshire, and then I flew all the way to my new home in Mount Shasta. And there it stayed in the box for about 6 weeks as I prepared my home. And then one day I had a student from Norway that had come, and I said to my student, would you like to go up on the top of the mountain with me, and let's bring the skull and we can work with it up there. And he said, oh yeah, he was all excited about that. So I took the box with me, and I didn't open it, and I went to the top of the mountain with my young student from Norway. And when I opened the box, I absolutely couldn't believe it. All the lime was gone, all the pitting was gone. She was absolutely perfect. And together they had healed each other, and they sparkled like I had never seen them sparkle before. And I was fascinated with the new one, and I immediately heard her name, Elzara, which means the Lord, or the daughter of light. As I was holding Elzara, she started to grow, and she got blue, beautiful blue color, and so hot I couldn't hold her. So, and the same thing was happening with El Eleator that Magnus was holding. So the two of us put them down on a rock in the center of an altar that we had made. And I heard Spirit say to me, pick them up and put them together. And I can't, they're too hot. So again, pick them up and put them together. So at this moment I reached down and I picked them up, and I put one here and I put one here. And when I did, they were burning my hands so badly. I had to pick one up this way and one this way. And when I did, I could see, and I started to put them together back to back. And when I did, it formed a perfect heart, a human heart. And I understood at that moment that I was holding the heart of the Maya. We hear oftentimes of people, of the stories where the Maya tore hearts out and offered it back to God. I truly believe at one point in time, way back in history, they had this heart. And that is the heart of the perfection that was to be offered back to God Goddess. So in closing, I would just like to say that the crystal skulls have opened us up to new dimensions, to new realities, literally in time and space, and have given us the ability to travel forward into time, to see the new future. And I would just like to say that we have an incredible future. In the next book, The Cosmic Eve 2012, that is due out in early 2009, I tell the story of the new reality that is about to come for us, the new DNA, the newness of a whole new universe. And I will leave you to consider and to contemplate that this is just the beginning and it's not the end.